Hey guys, Matt, Cichlid Dojo, back with another monthly Fishroom update. This update is for the month of August. I guess there's been some big changes. I'll show you here real quick. We'll start over there. But all in all, everything's doing pretty good in the fish room. Fry production, and all that good stuff is still going well, thankfully. Knock on wood. And a lot of the pairs and groups are still doing well. I've been lucky recently; haven't really had any casualties, and I guess hard to ask for more than that. So, without further ado, we'll get started. I think I'm going to start over on the backside with the 180 gallon, where I was talking about. Here, we'll move over. So the 180 gallon right here, I was talking about combining a 120 gallon with Alfari, Cribohirus Alfari, and the Vieja Sinspilum, the one single, I believe, male that I have left. And I actually just did that today with my water changes. So I'm actually, you guys are getting a first glimpse. I haven't really watched the interactions yet. The Sinspilum in here, you can see him on the right side. I'll get up here close in here in a second. The Sinspilum is definitely the biggest fish in the tank, but not going to be the most aggressive. I would say the Deppy, the male Deppy, is pretty aggressive, as well as a Carpentis, which is similar in size. So try to get in here close for you guys to see. And this is the first time for me combining this amount of fish, and getting near I guess I would say capacity, as many fish as I want to do in this community tank. You can see all the Carpentis kind of front and center, but I still have the one male Carpentis in here, and I believe 3 females that are doing well. Now you'll see that I also have a group of Alfari in here, and they're really beautiful, especially during the day with natural light. Kind of liking them lately, although I can't show them off very well with the lights on. I'll definitely have to do an update on this tank with lights and see how they're all looking. I hope all the fish in here are doing well with the group. I know I experimented with one of the Alfari, the biggest ones, and he did really well in here. I'm hoping the Sinspilum does well too, and finds his place in this tank, and definitely can hold its own, hopefully. So yeah, and I think I'm going to possibly move a couple of the Alfari. I have one healing in another 10-gallon tank right now. Once that one's healed, that one will definitely be moving, and perhaps 1 or 2 more in this main group tank. So yeah, you can see them actually looking really good. I like their coloration, and I'm definitely going to hold on to 1 or 2. You see that one with the missing tail, although it appeared that some of the tail was growing back. If you guys recall, when I first got these, that one came in without the tail, and you can see a little bit starting to grow. So I'm not sure where that's headed. Maybe some recovery there, but here's a good picture of the Sinspilum. Nice big guy, and not too aggressive. He's been with the Alfari, and he's not aggressive towards them at all. The Alfari are just aggressive towards each other, and the biggest one seems to always go after the others. I'm wondering if they're all male. I'm really not sure. So if you have any insight, please feel free to comment. Let me know. Again, this is my first go around with this species. Really beautiful species. So let's try to get down to the other end where the Deppy are hanging out, and there's going to be a little glare here, guys. So as you'll notice, this female Deppy is not in breeding coloration anymore. Neither is the male. I had their fry up in a breeder box in the top left-hand corner of the tank, which she was guarding, and I just moved them to their own 10-gallon to get some, let them grow a little faster, and so she snapped out of the breeding dress. I would imagine it's not long before she starts wanting to drop eggs again. So I'm going to keep an eye on that, and I definitely want to try to get some video of them before breeding dress occurs to see those really nice blues that I saw before the last spawn. So really liking the species, and as you can tell, I've kind of dedicated this whole tank to them. Even though there's a big colony of other species, this is meant for the Deppy because I just could not do them by themselves in a tank. The male was too aggressive. So I basically had to do a group so that this pair would get along, and the rest of the group seems to be doing well. There's that Trimec in there that was really entertaining, trying to convince that male Deppy to breed with her. And then now we have a group of Alpharis, some Carpentis, and a big Cinspillum. So they're all doing good. This tank is kind of exciting. I'm gonna have to do a lot of water changes to keep up with the biolobe, but I'm excited about this. So let's move on. We've been on this tank for a while. Down below, this 40 breeder has a bunch of Stahlsbergie fry, and I'd say they're in the neighborhood. Average size is definitely pushing that 3/4 of an inch size, but I'm advertising them as 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch, but they are available if you guys are interested. Actually have been moving quite a bit of them, but let me know. F1 Andino Cara Stahlsbergie, the Green Terror. On the other side, and you won't be able to see, I have a divided that third pair of Rio Gaius Feste, and they do have a little bit of fry. I brought them over. And the reason they're down here divided is because I took their 75-gallon and I wanted to use it for the Aslanum fry to grow out. I've talked about that recently. So they're going to be here temporarily while I do that, work on that project. So, and then this is a 4-foot rack. The top is a 75-gallon with the Cribroheros Altafrons, and hopefully I can get in here and show these guys off. They're a little bit shy because of the there you go, because of the garage. The back door is open, but they are stunning fish. I'm really liking them, and they're starting to grow pretty well. Big eaters, and they're doing good. I also have 1 or 2 Cribroheros Dickeys in here. I had 3. The smallest one withered away and died early, and I think the second biggest might have done the same. So I've only seen the biggest one left, and they're very shy and not big eaters whatsoever. I'm not really sure that they eat that much, but we'll keep an eye on them. It's not my focus. Definitely the Altafrons are the focus. And so we'll see. There's the maybe the last Dickeys left in here, which used to be the biggest fish and now is on the smaller side. So anyways, I'll keep you guys updated on these guys. Down below, this is a 60-gallon with Geophagus brasiliensis, that red variant, the Laguna de Mole variant, and they're doing really good. They're available. I'd say a lot of them are inch plus, and let me know if you're interested, guys. We'll go see their parents right here in a second here. Let's wrap around. Try to sneak in here. I'm gonna get my chair But this is basically the 100 gallon, which has the group of Braziliensis. I'll try to get in close so you can see the male. And is definitely my favorite of all. However, the male out in the pond, if you guys have seen my recent pond update, he's also looking really nice. And they have fry in that pond. You know, I did a pond update recently where I got the GoPro and went underwater. That was their first batch of fry, but this guy beats them by a large amount. He's probably on his 40th batch of fry since I've had them in about a year. So he's doing really well. There's probably a female in here, and they probably have fry. I just have not focused on pulling them at all, and they're just like clockwork. It's a really nice species. I highly recommend if you guys are looking to try something new. Great species. So below this 100 gallon, I have a 75 gallon, which has some Feste fry from pair number 2. It's the middle batch. I have three batches of fry from pair number 2, which we'll show here in a second. But that's just a fry, not really that exciting. Up top here, you'll see the 150 gallon has 2 pairs of Carpentis Escondidos, the blue Texas, and you've guessed it, the female is in breeding coloration. She has a large batch of fry in this pot. She likes to lay her eggs on the top of that sponge filter and then move them into the pot, so that makes it really easy if I ever need to pull them. But I don't need to pull them right now. It's just I have 3 batches of them, so I'm lucky I don't have to pull. Here's the male. Trying to get him without the glare, guys, for you. I really like him. He's the biggest male that I have here. And I did an update on them with their last batch of fry not too long ago. And he gets to square off with his brother over here. Maybe I guess I'll call him my number 2 male that I'm keeping right now. And he's got his female in this tank too. So they don't have fry at the moment, but they're doing good. Surprised that the pairs are doing good together and the females are not taking a beating yet, but we'll obviously have to keep an eye on that. So really nice species, one of my favorites right now. Let's show this male a little bit more, unless he's going to go in the tube. Okay, there he goes, squaring off with his brother. And I do have some silver dollars in there using for dithers. They do pretty well. So anyways, let's go down below here. Down below the 5 foot 150 gallon is another 5 foot tank with the multifasciatus pair. Not sure how clear you're gonna be able to see. I don't have lights on right now, but you guys are familiar with this guy. He's not very friendly. Not going through the acrylic right now, so somewhat tame. I guess tame for him. Female, doing good. And this pair does really well together, surprisingly, for a Parachromis. Maybe I'm just gotten lucky with him not disposing of the female. And I also haven't seen any fry recently. Not that I need them. I do have a batch, which is going to be available soon. But anyways, they're doing good. This guy. So next tank is a 120 gallon. It's the Andino Car Stalsberg, the Wildcat group. They're doing okay. I think I've mentioned before, they're always up and down with the old internal white stringy poops issue, and me trying to solve that, and you know, it goes away a little bit and then it comes back, and it's just really kind of a pain in the butt thing more than anything. But you know, they're beautiful, beautiful species, especially daytime, daylight. You could see the greens really come out, but not without some issues. But thankfully, a lot of their fry that have gone out, their F1s, you know, I've kept in touch with everyone who's received them. A lot of them are my friends, and they're doing really well. Some are in the 3-inch range now, big eaters, and almost no losses from the people I've talked to. So, you know, that's making me really want to grow out a group of F1s myself, which I perhaps might do. I have a breeder box here at the top, as you guys can see, and it was a very small batch. I definitely didn't need to pull the fry, but I kept them in here, and a lot of the fry kind of jumped the outlet, little gate, if you will, and ended up back in the tank and probably got eaten. And this is about 25-30 that remained, and I might try to grow some of these out myself. The batch that I'm moving are a little bit bigger than these guys, but I might have to find a 40-gallon for these and try to do something with. So we'll see. Beautiful, beautiful species. Down below, this is a 4-foot tank, similar footprint to the 75. It has the biggest of the Feste fry from pair number 2 that are available. I'd say a lot of them are in that 1-inch range. So let me know if you're interested, and we'll get you out some of these. Up top, this is another new thing I just switched around. So I had the Alfari and the Cincinnati up here, and I moved some Feste fry from pair number 1 that I've been growing out, and they've also been available, up to here, so I can really show some of them off. I won't be moving these guys anymore up here. I do have a group down here, some of the same batch that are available, so let me know if you're interested. But I really wanted to kind of showcase and see if how these guys turned out. They're from the first male, the biggest male, which I think has a lot of the traits that I'm really interested in. That taller profile, getting some of that nuchal hump, really nice bars and coloration. And so I'm excited to see if any of these fry are going to resemble the father, the dad. And so I'm mainly going to be keeping a male from here, or multiple males, and hopefully I'll keep a female from my pair number 2, and then hopefully I'll get a pair of F1 unrelated Rio Gaius red terrors going, and I'm really excited about that. You know, it's all about the projects, and that's definitely one of my goals. My focus is on the Feste, so we'll see. Fingers crossed, and hopefully we get these guys growing fast. So anyways, and then here's what I was talking about with the 75-gallon, that pair number 3. They were occupying this tank, and then I moved them to that divided 40-gallon. And I have the Islanum fry, the red Islanums, and I really wanted, you know, I moved most of that batch. They were available for everyone for quite a while, for a few months. And then these are kind of, I would guess, are the smaller half of that batch, because I always move the biggest of any batch so I can avoid having as many casualties as sometimes occurs. And then these guys are starting to grow really fast too. So you know, they are available, not the biggest ones, because I'm going to now grow them, focus on growing them out in here and showing them off. Hopefully I'll get some really nice males and females, hopefully a pair or two, and then I'll show them off in some of the videos. But the smaller ones are definitely available if you're interested. Red Islanums, guys. You know, and I'd say the fry that are the available size are in that 1 inch to inch and a half. So once these guys get a little bit bigger and start to get a little more coloration, I'll start to really do some update videos on them for you guys to see. And you can see they're already starting to show. Really fun species, really aggressive, but very entertaining. So keep an eye on those updates, guys. And if you want to get some for yourself, message me. I'll get you out some. Okay. And then down below, I have the 3 10-gallon tanks. On the right side, I have a divided 10-gallon. I have that Alfari on the far side that I was talking about that I just pulled. It was getting kind of thrashed by one of the bigger Alfari, so I'm gonna let them heal. And I still have that 7-inch, I believe it's a male, Blue Texas. The tail is healing. That's why I'm kind of keeping it in here. But it is still available, but I believe that tail is gonna make a full recovery. Try to get around and see him. He's a beautiful fish, and he's available, so if you want a bigger Carpentis, this might be the last one that I'm gonna move or have for a long time. And then you can see 2 separate batches of Carpentis Blue Texas fry down here below. And we do have a bigger batch of these guys that are available, but let's get into the 240. All right, so this is a 240 gallon with, on the left, as you know, is pair number 2. They're quickly becoming my favorite pair. I think this male is starting to develop more and more every day. It's getting a little bit taller profile like I want, becoming a little bit bigger eater. Hopefully he'll move here and we can get a glimpse of him. But beautiful fish. Maybe I'll have to focus on his female. We'll go to the female here first. Here's the female, and again, these are wild-caught Rio Gaius. And she is just absolutely gorgeous. And I have 3 batches of her fry right now available. The biggest being that one that I just showed you guys, that is in that 1-inch range mostly. And then I have a second batch in that 75, and then right up here above, which is why she's hovering right here, I have their 3rd batch, which she's guarding through the glass. And those fry are doing well also. So beautiful fish, beautiful species, guys. If you're ever interested in trying them, or you know, they're somewhat common species, and you know, you want to get some more, I highly recommend. And I have no shortage of Feste fry right now, and you can even get multiple bloodlines. So see if this male will come out a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a video with lights on for an update video for these guys, hopefully this week, and show them off a little bit for you guys. Real quickly, because I know this male is gonna end up hiding more than anything else. This male, male number 1, who was my favorite, kind of, I don't know how, he probably scraped his eye. One of his eyes, I believe his left eye, is damaged, and you could see inside, I'm not sure if it's the retina or whatever you call it, if he turns. He may be blind on one side. However, it doesn't prevent me from you know, using his genes as a breeder. You can see, and he's a really nice male. Little bit of a bummer that that happened to him, but now I still intend on keeping him for the time being for breeding. And got 2 really big females in here that he likes, and he switches off with So he's doing good. Doesn't seem to affect any of his activity or eating or anything else. So they're doing good. All right, guys. So there's the fest day, and we'll move around to the last string of tanks here after we check out this female just a little bit more. Pair number 2. This is definitely my favorite pair now. And again, they're fryer available, guys, if you're interested. All right, let's move around here. All right, we'll start with the Trimax. I show these guys off a lot, especially in my live video. Really entertaining fish, especially how I have them set up right now. So of course, the keeper male, as of right now, things can always change, but this is the guy that I've decided I am gonna move forward with. I like his patterns, flowering patterns, and absolutely beautiful fish. And again, this is F1 Rio Naranjo Trimax, Amphilophus trimaculatus, and his female is in that community tank with all the other fish that we started on. And all I need to do is plop her in here, and they'll just drop eggs within a week if I need to get some fry. I've hung on to male number 2. I'm calling this guy male number 2 now. He does have a little bit nicer profile, nuchal hump coming in a little bit better. So it's definitely a tough call, guys. I mean, I'm holding on to him for right now as long as I can because I enjoy the interaction through the divider. But yeah, these two, it's gonna be tough to get rid of the guy on the left, but we'll see what happens. Maybe things always find a way to change on you, and maybe I'll have tank space available because it's a race for time with these guys. They're in the 90 gallon right now, and at some point it's gonna be too small of a tank, even with massive water changes, and so I'll have to make a decision. Okay, guys, down below, another 3 10-gallon tanks. We'll start on the left. These are the Deppy fry that I moved down here to a 10-gallon to give them more space. We'll see how they do in here. I'm always a little bit cautious when I move fry out of their natural tank, or the tank they were born in, and then we start the water change process. You know, it'll have different parameters, I think, than the parent's tank. So hopefully these guys hang in there and are strong enough. It's my first batch with the species, so really kind of want to do it as a goal, you know, and get these fry grown out. And there have been some people interested. So, you know, I would say if everything goes well, probably a month and a half to 2 months, they could be available. Middle tank right here is the Trimac fry, F2s, and there's some bigger ones in here, picking off the smaller guys. So these are available, guys. I'd say most of them are around average size at 1 inch, probably 3/4 of an inch to 1.5 inches. They're available. And then over to this side, these are the multifasciatus fry. Freddy's, and growing these guys up for you guys. So I know I've had inquiries on these, so I'd say about a month timing on these before they're ready. So stay tuned, guys, on the YouTube. I'll definitely announce them there first. All right, and then we go to the last of the tanks here. I'm gonna try to go, this is the 40 breeder, which has the macula pinus and the panamensis, which I'm really enjoying, and surprisingly, the Panamensis are doing pretty well. We'll see if I can go down the side and get any nice video. How about that? You know, I'm really liking the Maculopinus. They're just absolutely beautiful, as well as the Panamensis. So, liking this tank. They're doing good, and they're not shy at all. So I'm really happy with this. Let's see if I can get in here closer. Some of these guys. There's the biggest one. Biggest of the Maculopinus. Just a beautiful species. And I only have 6 of them, so hopefully I get lucky here. And then I only have 4 of the Panamensis. So I'll need to get even luckier there if I'm going to get a pair or any kind of breeding out of them. But I'm more interested in breeding the Maculopinus than the Panamensis. So we'll see how that goes. Just loving the interaction. I've even toyed with the idea of once these guys get a little bit bigger, you know, I might give them a 5-foot tank and put that Cinspillum in there with him. He seems docile enough and might be a nice little mix, color, you know, contrasting of colors, and I'm not sure if that would be a good idea or not, but definitely not yet. They're way too small, but as they get bigger, I'll think about that. And then down below, guys, is the biggest batch of the Carpentis fry. There are, believe it or not, I think, check out right at the bottom, there's some really big ones in here, and these are the ones that are picking off my fry. And they're available. A lot of these are going to be inch, but some of the bigger ones, I would say there's probably a handful in there that are over an inch, up to 1.5 inches. And you know, I'll always try to get these, capture those ones if you guys are interested first. So let me know if you guys are interested in get you out some Blue Texas Escondidos. So anyways, guys, I think that about wraps it up. Appreciate all the support. I appreciate you guys tuning in to the videos and even the live videos. You know, I get some requests, and I really appreciate the requests. Don't get me wrong, I'm not upset at all, no matter what you guys want to see. But you know, I had a request for showing filtration of the tanks and whatnot, and you know, I'm kind of decided that as of right now, you know, I'm not really going to do like a filter video or setups on, you know, the air system or stand building or, you know, all these other things. I'm kind of keeping to just the fish, as you guys notice. However, the live videos is kind of a free-for-all. If you guys ever can make it to a live video session, which I try to do at least once a month, that's the perfect time, I think, for questions on anything. And we'll go and talk about and take a look at anything you want. So try to attend some of those live sessions. They usually occur on Sundays, guys, and I'm not really savvy with planning them out ahead. I tried it once and then I couldn't get into the video when it was time, so I sort of have to just launch it, just start the live video, and so that's what I've been doing. But the good news is I usually am able and have enough time to do the video for about, you know, up to 2 hours, and so should give a good window if you want to stop by and say hi and even hang around and chat it out with everybody else in there and ask a bunch of questions. So be sure to tune into the live videos, you guys, if you have time. And I'm still trying to figure out a way what would be best to do fry giveaways during the live sessions. Obviously, it's not going to be you know, be near, you know, it could be at any time during the live session, but I got to figure out how it would be best to do those, kind of like a raffle, or, you know, just kind of rewarding people who support the channel. So we'll figure that out here. Might just have a solution on the next live video, and it might happen. So anyways, try to tune in, guys, for those of you who are interested, and I appreciate all the support. And until next time, thanks, guys. Take care. Bye.